New hole prediction. All right, here we go. Am I the asshole for making my son, 16M, volunteer at the zoo after he made some rude comments? I'm divorced, but I have primary custody of my 3 kids, 16, 12, and 8. Last week, I took them all to the zoo, and it was mostly a good experience. The 2 younger kids especially liked it, but my oldest isn't very fond of animals. We passed a zookeeper working hard cleaning a giraffe exhibit, and to my surprise, my 16-year-old son pointed and said to his brother, "That's why you gotta do good in school, I guess, or you end up scooping poop for a job." He said it loud, too. The keeper and nearby guests surely heard. I was very embarrassed. I quickly led them away and left the zoo soon after and asked him where he learned to talk like that. I said, "That's not even true. Don't many of them have master degrees and higher?" But he said he thinks it's gross, menial work for people who don't want to work with their intellect, and anyone could do it. Referencing enclosure cleaning, I assume. What the fuck? This entitled piece of shit? Once again, 17-year-old being an ass for no goddamn reason. Right. Yeah, you have to have a degree to even be able to go in there and clean the enclosure, because you are in an enclosure with animals that require very specific care to be kept in a zoo. I was pretty appalled by how he's learned to look down on manual labor, but particularly zookeeping, because as I understand, it's not even easy. Sure, it's manual labor, but I don't think I could do what those zookeepers do every day. I gag from our cat's litter box alone. I thought the best way to teach him more respect and appreciation was to sign him up to volunteer at the zoo, so that's what I did. I found a zookeeper for a week program at a zoo not far from here and enrolled him. When I told him, he was very upset and said, "Why would you do that? That sounds awful." I told him I thought he'd said it was easy, so surely just 1 week wouldn't hurt. Yes. Oh, it's super easy work. You don't even use your intellect. What's the big deal? Fucking snaps. But he said, yeah, cleaning up messes is easy in that anyone can do it, but that doesn't mean I want to. His father thinks this was too harsh when he found out. He thinks it was too harsh. I wonder where he's getting these ideas. I wonder where he fucking getting these. I'm guessing some of his sentiments may be influencing these attitudes, but I decided to stick to it. Am I the asshole? TLDR, son has a negative attitude towards zookeepers and manual labor and embarrassed me at the zoo. I'm forcing him to volunteer at a zoo for a week. Not the asshole. He's just upset that he's suffering the consequences of his entitlement. Snaps. 100%. I wonder why they're divorced. Interesting. I wonder what happened to that relationship. Wow, I'm so surprised. Oh, great. Let's read some comments. Not the asshole. Making him do the work will make him realize how hard a lot of these jobs actually are and the amount of effort people put into what they do. The jobs we might see as undesirable are the ones that keep a lot of systems running. To make that comment loudly in front of the zookeeper is just harsh. Absolutely. And to be honest, I would love to do this job just to be able to be around those gorgeous animals on a daily basis. That's what I'm saying. In a way, I feel bad for the kid because he's probably just soaking up the attitude to get approval from his dad. Yeah. So, am I the asshole for making myself? Yeah, not the asshole. Easy peasy. Not the asshole. Not even a little bit. This has to be really good. This one's gonna be fucking incredible. I can tell it right now. This one just reeks. This one reeks of asshole. Am I the asshole for telling my wife that she isn't a princess? For the past several months, she has been eerily acting like a child. I understand that she's playing with our daughter, but it comes across as weird to me to the degree that she plays the role. Our daughter wanted a mini pizza, and so she asked me to make her one. I was, and then my wife said, me too, because I'm a princess too. I told her, no, you're an adult, not a princess. I'll make you one, but you're an adult? She laughed nervously and said, okay, never mind. Our daughter heard and said, Dad, Mom is a princess too. And I just said, agreeing, but I didn't want to have to explain to her. I did feel bad because my wife changed out of her princess clothes too, but I don't know whether the... Let your wife play with your daughter? Like
A white man.
snaps. You have the opportunity to call your wife a queen and you let it go, but instead make her feel bad? Yeah. It shouldn't have happened in front of the kid. Ooh, yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, this should have been a private discussion, 100%. It seemed like a playful thing that your wife was doing by like playing make-believe with your daughter, and you shut it down in front of the kid. She was dressed in princess clothes too. She's playing pretend with her child. This is a game to entertain their child. They're playing princesses. I played princess with my niece for a long time, and we would run around dressed up and making silly royal demands. Yeah. I would understand his frustration if she did this all the time, like constantly, where it isn't healthy, but they were playing. Right. I agree, not enough context, but I can see why he would be uncomfortable. Right. You can be a little. That's totally fine. But you can only be a little when that sexual dynamic is agreed upon. Yeah, right. Not everyone is into littles. There has to be consent for that sort of play. But we're not talking about sexual dynamic. We're talking about the wife playing make-believe with their daughter. I just read it as she was continuing in private. Well, the way that it's worded, it sounds like it's only in the context of playing with the kid, because it says, for the past several months, she has been eerily acting like a child. I understand that she's playing with our daughter, but it comes across as weird to me as the degree she plays the role. Yes, the asshole, this is harmless playtime with your child. Young kids love it when their parents engage in imaginative play with them. That's true. Way to spoil your wife's fun with your daughter. How insecure and controlling are you? See, a lot of people are saying, yes, the asshole with spoiling the fun. And I do agree there. But like, if it is a problem with your relationship, that is a conversation to be had, not when your wife is playing with your daughter, and have that privately. I'm torn on this one. I think there's more context needed. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's more, it sounds like OP's like, you're acting like a child, you need to be an adult. But like, there needs to be more context here, but there isn't. So in this context, OP's an asshole. We are inspecting holes. All right, who's next? One more hole. The final hole. Am I the asshole for refusing to honor my boyfriend's family's tradition? A lot of points for not the asshole. Okay. Traditions are so last century. All in, baby. I gotta know. I know this gotta be weird. It's probably weird. Points well spent. Fuck old ass traditions. T. 100%. Oh no. Update posted on my profile. There's an update. Okay, my boyfriend Eric, 29M, fake name, and I, 27F, have been dating for 3 years. For context, I have met his family and they are friendly. We don't meet them very often because they live in my BF's home country. I don't want to reveal country names either for privacy reasons, but my BF and I are of different nationalities and we both work in my country. The conflict happened during our last visit last weekend. We have been looking up houses to move in together and engagement rings. While we were having dinner, we mentioned this to his family as it's a big step in our relationship for us. We are not engaged yet. His parents and brothers expressed their happiness for us. Then out of nowhere, his youngest sister-in-law asked, so is she going to take the test? Ooh. I asked, what test? I don't trust like this. I am big sussy baka right now. In summary, boyfriend's family has this tradition where the future mother-in-law tests future daughters-in-law to see if they are good enough for her sons. Yeah, nope, I'm out. No, I don't fucking think so. Woo! Apparently, his mother and aunts went through the same test. The tests include how
Misogyny, sexism, outdated gender stereotypes.
The tests include how clean they can keep a home, how well they can cook, their manners, etc.
Why are we still here?
A white
Just
man?
to suffer
No!
every night.
No!
I can feel my leg.
Basically, life skills most people learn from childhood. Isn't it though? I found it ridiculous because one, if I'm good enough for my boyfriend, he should be the one deciding it. And two, I don't fit in their targeted category. In his mom's words, you can't be a good SAHW. Oh, stay-at-home you can't be a good stay-at-home wife and SAHM stay-at-home mom if you can't be a good homemaker, and she wants to make sure of that. To be clear, his mom and all three of his brother's wives are stay-at-home moms, and although I respect their choice, I'm not quitting my career and did not under any circumstances make my BF think I could compromise on that. I hate house chores and would rather buy homemaking gadgets and hire staff, no matter the cost, than have to do chores myself. I told my BF's mom all this, and it caused an argument that eventually ruined dinner and, in extension, our visit. BF doesn't care whether I'm a working wife or stay-at-home wife, but he thinks I should have just done the test because it's just a test. Nope. Bye. Throw the man away. Go. Yep. Alley-oop. Oh, 3-point shot. We threw the husband in the goddamn trash bin. Get out of here. And it's not like they would reject me if I failed it. He thinks it's a fun tradition that everyone was looking forward to, and I should have gone along with it anyways. My boyfriend thinks I'm the asshole and suggested I make this post. The boyfriend suggested this post. The boyfriend suggested posting on Reddit. Edit. Adding this as it's been coming up, I know disclosing the country may or may not bring up some unwanted arguments that will violate the rules here, but just for context, it's a family tradition, not a national culture. Okay. If he thinks it's so fun, he should do it. Hang on, there's an edit. Let's see. We gotta do it. Update! Am I the asshole for refusing to honor my boyfriend's family tradition? Several things have happened since my post, and I received requests for an update, so here it is. This will be my only update. I got a lot of insight from the votes and comments in my original post, and I would like to thank you all for that. I showed my BF the responses and judgment on the original post. Most of you felt like I was not the asshole, and like you would guess, he was upset by this judgment. He tried to make his own post, but was, oh, the asshole, so badly he deleted it in less than an hour.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Oh no! Anyway, I talked to my family and told them about the test. Yesterday, they called us home for dinner and told him they would let me take his family's test if he let my dad and male cousins put him through a similar test. He blew up about how ridiculous it is because it's a family tradition for his family, but not for mine. Oh, there it is! There it is! Yes! But it's something we came with at random. He ended up saying it's okay if I don't do the test, but my parents and I were being childish. He let slip mid-argument that his youngest sister-in-law didn't want to do the test either, but look at her, the perfect wife. He said a lot of things, but long story short, he is still supportive of whatever I want to do with my life after marriage, but his family will never think the same way. However, I was starting to see a pattern, so I asked to take a break. It was great while it lasted! Oh, let's fucking... Yes! Once again, thank you for the comments and judgment. Yes, right, the father and cousin MVP. Right, sure, she can take this test, but you have to take a man test for us first. Yo, that's bullshit. That's not a tradition. Do you see the dichotomy here? You see Do you see what's I can see what's happening here. You're face to face with your own misogyny and it's strange. Open your eyes and realize you're a piece of shit. Tradition is peer pressure from dead people.
If you're not following
Tradition is peer pressure from dead people.
I will find you.
That's some good shit right there. That's some good shit right there. Holy fuck. Whoo! Y'all ready to read some comments? Because I fucking am. He thinks it's a fun tradition. He thinks it's a fun tradition for women marrying into the family to be judged for their skills in traditional old-fashioned gender-conforming roles? Fine, let him take a test. He can rotate the tires, change the oil, and maybe rework the transmission on a car. Install a new muffler while he's at it. Then he can perform a series of tests of lifting heavy objects. How are his plumbing skills? He's gonna need to know how to fix a leaky faucet. Your father and brothers and male friends can judge him on his manliness and decide if he's prepared to be a proper husband. He might also need to prove he makes enough money to support you for when you have to stay home and perform all the wifely duties. What an obnoxious family, not the asshole. T. Oh, this is in quotations. I love traditions. Let's start new ones. The men in my family will drop you into the woods. No resources, a few days walk from civilization. If you make it back, the men will be at a judge's table with scorecards to judge your wounds, health, and weight of leftover hunting winnings. Hope you score above a 5. Good luck. Fucking T. Fucking T. Year of the T indeed 2023. Let's fucking go. Although, like, can I just say that kind of sounds like fun to me? Not this. Okay, not the snussy. My son is in the next room asking why I'm cackling while he's trying to cook. Just look at him dead in the eye and go, pussy. That's it.